What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an EP review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new EP from the band Funeral Nation, entitled Funeral Nation. This is self-released. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Chicago, Illinois, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very traditional, old-school, blackened style of both death metal and thrash metal. Yeah. To say that a band like Funeral Nation is an institution in underground metal would be an understatement, because over the last 2+ decades or so, this has been a band that has been very much true to the roots of their style of metal, putting out some really, really memorable music throughout the years, great work ethic, great DIY sort of ethos, and just overall being an awesome band. Not to mention considering the fact that some of the people involved in this project were also involved with some very well-known bands within the Chicago metal world. Most notably bands like Abomination and Funeral Bitch. Both those bands featuring the legendary Paul Speckman of Master, and of course those projects are a part of a very important legacy. But Funeral Nation has a legacy of its own, and it's been held together by some very, very awesome demo and EP releases throughout the early 80s and beginning of the 90s, with the State of Insanity demo, their debut full-length After the Battle, Reign of Death. Just some very memorable songs, very good music, very strong stuff being done by this band. But throughout the 2000s, this band has been continuing on in a pathway of not only putting together great live performances, but also writing and working on brand new material. Of course, some of that new material made its way forward in 2013 with the Wicked EP. Just some really great music going on with that release. But it wasn't until I was able to see this band live earlier this month at Destroying Texas Fest that I really began to appreciate what a band like Funeral Nation is all about. And lo and behold, we have some brand new material that they've been working on in the form of a 3-track EP and self-titled Funeral Nation. It's 3 tracks and it clocks in at around only 12 minutes in length, so it's a pretty short EP. But with this brand new material, it just goes to show you that a band like that's been around as long as Funeral Nation has know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly how to create very top quality underground metal, and there is lots and lots of stuff to be heard throughout the 3 songs on this album. Laceration, Before the Dawn, a self-titled song. This is just some incredible music, and this definitely makes you appreciate the old school roots and aspects of underground metal. Musically, it's just very awesome to listen to. There are plenty of great riffs to be heard throughout every single track that's on here. Very lightning quick sort of solos. The riffs are all over the place. Very well established, very well played. The bass tones on here are very good, very audible, very nicely done throughout this entire record. The riffs and the bass work balance each other out quite nicely, and I really do think that it keeps the flow going quite nicely. The drumming on here is very awesome. I love the natural feel that the drums bring, especially on the track Before the Dawn. Really a good centerpiece for this EP. Very well done drum performance. Love the drum fills. Love the old school vibe and essence going for it. It's not a drum performance that's supposed to be over the top or flashy. It's just straight up forward, old school venomous death thrash, and I love that about this drum performance. And the vocals are something awesome too. I love this vocalist. He's very aggressive, very angry, very pissed off, very much against there's an ongoing sort of Satanist, anti-religious sort of theme when it comes to the lyrics of Funeral Nation, and here on this self-titled EP, it's really no different, and he really does spew out venomous hatred here, and he does so with tremendous vigor and confidence. I love this vocalist's style and presence. He had a great stage presence, and on record, it's really just awesome. It's still amazing to know that he can still get the job done and handle his business quite well. So, if you're a fan of Funeral Nation, you're going to love this brand new material. I'm optimistic and hopeful for more new material to come from this band. Funeral Nation are a very awesome institution for death and thrash metal. And yeah, this band is really something very special to behold. So, definitely check this EP out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this EP and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Funeral Nation Bandcamp page where you can listen to this EP in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can stream it by digitally, and it is available physically on a Pro CD. Very good layout done here. Love the CD design here. Pro CD, everything, lyrics and everything. Yeah, I'll leave you links to the Bandcamp and the band's web store where you can pick this up, in addition to other stuff that they happen to carry. So, again, the EP is Funeral Nation by Funeral Nation. This is self-released. Go check this out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very strong 8.5 out of 10. Very awesome EP from probably one of the best Chicago metal bands to ever have existed. So, if you happen to have heard this EP, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it, or any of you guys into Funeral Nation, definitely let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time, Army Ho out.